All right, what is going on, guys? We are back for a video today. Today is going to be a little bit of a different type of video. All right, I'm going to be doing an uncut video today. I'll try not to keep it too long, although we got a lot to go over. We're going to be ranking FaZe members today. I know Adapted Banks did this like last year. I did not have this channel back then. And you know what? I obviously theirs was like an hour plus stream. I'm going to try to go through quick. I'm thinking I'm going to do based on how good they were all around. Okay, in my opinion, this is just my opinion as a content creator, as you know, a trick shotter if they're a trick shotter, and as a person if I like them or not. Like, you know, there wasn't many people I had beef with, but I'm gonna mix it all. So before we get there, we're gonna have some fun here. But we got the unk of the day. It goes to my guy Beam Addict. As you can see, he is living it up right now playing Plutonium. I don't know why you're playing Overflow. So one thing about Plutonium I don't understand. Why do you guys play the disgusting maps? But shout out to him. Thank you for being a part of the Unk Club. And let's just get into this, man. Let's just get into this. Here we go. We're going to go. You guys aren't going to be able to see the full list, but there is a lot of FaZe members. So I'm going to start dragging them, and we're just going to go straight for it. And the first one, FaZe Rain, S tier, 100%. 100% S tier. All right. Some of these guys you might not know. Some you may really care about. Some you might not really care about. Next up, we got Sway. All right, this is a Fortnite. You guys must know FaZe Sway by now. I'm going to put him in the A tier. Overall, as a FaZe member, what he did on Fortnite was very impressive. He was like, dude, he was like very young when we recruited him. Adapt, actually, I feel like Adapt is the one that pointed him out to me. I'm taking my headset off because there's no audio. Then I talked to his parents, and we basically got him recruited. He was, I think Sway is a great FaZe member all around. All around. Okay. Next up, we have FaZe Jinx. FaZe Jinx is one of the legends. He was in FaZe for over 10 years. Rain spoke about it. There was actually like a world where he almost moved into the New York house, but he didn't. Jinx is a great dude. As a person, S tier. As a person, S tier. But as a content creator, I'm going to have to put Jinx in the B tier. Okay, he streamed for a long time. Very, very consistent. Very good trick shotter. But, you know, I'm gonna leave it high for the S and A tier. You're gonna have to, like, you know, Cross. We're gonna put him in the F tier. Cross is straight in the F tier. If I'm being fair, probably the E tier. Now, Cross was good at sniping. He made good videos early on, but like I said, this is a comprehensive rating. As a person, as a content creator, Cross is in the E tier. Then we got FaZe Banks. FaZe Banks, I'm gonna put you in the C tier. Kidding. Banks goes in the S tier. Banks, you know, I love Banks. One of my closest friends for a large part of my life. We used to play Xbox every day together. We're very opposite people, but I think Banks is a good guy, and I think when he makes content, he makes very good content. So definitely an S tier FaZe member. All right, let's keep it moving here. We're gonna go to Mbos. FaZe Mbos, we're gonna throw him in the B tier. Now, if I have to be fair, probably C tier. I can't be biased because I love Mbos. Like, for me, Mbos is a S tier human again. Like, I really love him, but he wasn't on FaZe that long. He was on the Black Ops 2 Pro team. I'll put him in the C tier. Mbos, S tier human, but if I'm doing a comprehensive, I have to be fair here because there's a lot of people to go through right now. Oops, I accidentally scrolled up. All right, next up we have FaZe Zejim. Zejim's got to be A tier for sure. Just because, you know, it says Zemjim, by the way, I know, but it's Zejim. One of the best trick shotters to ever touch a controller. But it really didn't go beyond trick shotting. You know, to be an S tier, I feel like you had to like break barriers. You know what I'm talking about? Zejim, I put him in A tier. Like I'm not. This isn't actually in order actually, but A tier. But he's very close to S tier. Maybe I'll move him. I don't know. We'll have to keep going. We're gonna have FaZe Outcast. He was a sniper. Good guy. I would have to say D tier though. Outcast. Very good person. But in the grand scheme of snipers and what people did within FaZe, you know, I wouldn't. You know, we gotta make sure we're holding high standards because I love all these people, most of them. You know, I'll tell you which ones I don't really like, but most of them I do. So we're gonna keep them. We're gonna be fair here. Okay. We have now. Let's see who's next. Okay, FaZe Stamina. You guys remember FaZe Stamina? I'm gonna throw him in the B tier. Amazing trick shotter. Very, very good trick shotter. But again, you know, he didn't. I don't think he broke any boundaries that put him in the A tier. Amazing trick shotter. I relied on him a lot in rotate kill cam. So shout out to Stamina. Next we got FaZe OBJ. OBJ is an A tier for sure. One of the best trick shotters to ever touch a controller. You know, FaZe, what was it? 1 mil Taj opener. Again, S tier. I can't throw him in the S tier. I just can't. He didn't do enough outside of just hitting crazy trick shots. Swan. Swan is going to be an A tier as well. Swan actually, you know, Swan was an amazing trick shotter. He even had a stint on Fortnite where he popped off. Very good dude. And nothing but good things to say about Swan. But he's an A tier for sure. A tier FaZe member. Okay, here we go. Who else we got here? We got FaZe Mink. You guys remember FaZe Mink? He was the editor. He edited some of the most legendary FaZe videos. I'm putting him in the B tier just because he was such an amazing editor. I don't have any bad memories with Mink as a person at all, but I think he's a B tier for sure. I think Mink got to put him in the B tier. Okay. Next up, we have FaZe Twist. See, like, again, a lot of these guys, I instantly want to throw him in S tier, but I think I have to put Twist in the A tier, man. I think I got to put him in the A tier. He just kind of, you know, he stopped pretty early, you know? He stopped pretty early in the grand scheme of FaZe, so got to throw him in the A tier. Testy, another A tier, one of the best snipers ever. You know what, dude, I don't know now. Like, who's in the S tier? I feel like, what is my criteria for the S tier? I'm not really sure, man. Testy is like top of the list for sure, A tier. Again, this isn't in any order, but Testy for sure is A tier. Some of these guys, I might move them. Like I said, I might move some people to the S tier. For now, we're going to leave them in the A tier. You guys let me know who you agree with and disagree with, but, you know, this is just, I'm just going off of how I feel. FaZe Style, very OG, one of my closest friends at the time. I can't be biased, though. I'm going to put him in the B tier. I think he was very important at the beginning of FaZe. But again, he was kind of out of the loop pretty early on. So we'll put him there. FaZe Riots, you guys probably don't know him, but I have to put him on the list. He's here. He joined FaZe before me. He was doing like throwing knife. He had a couple throwing knife trick shots across the map. I remember when FaZe Riots was recruited, I was like down bad because I'm like, bro, no, that was my spot for no reason at all. There was no reason I should have ever even been recruited to FaZe at the time. But for whatever reason, I would look at the roster every day. And I remember when Riots got recruited, it like broke my heart. I'm like, oh, that's another member that just took a spot. That's probably not going to be me. I'm going to put Riots in the C tier. He's a legend. Absolute legend. Okay. Dude, some of these names, I'm not going to lie. Like FaZe Zarion. Like, I don't even remember that name. Like, I know he would. It rings somewhat of a bell. I'm going to look on my other monitor real quick. But, like, I feel like just because if I can't remember, I have to put him F tier, bro. I have to put him F tier. I know he was a sniper, right? Was he not even a sniper? No, he was. Honestly, it's crazy how much I don't remember him. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. He has to be F tier, with all due respect. Same with D-Hiz. Like, I know D-Hiz, but again, it's like not that much. You know, like it's just kind of forgetful in my head. So you're gonna have to put him F tier respectfully. Respectfully. This is just me being honest. All right. Loams, I'm going to put Loams in C tier. Loams was an amazing Black Ops 2 sniper. He like disappeared off the face of the earth though. Like, I literally hope he's alive and well, but he really like disappeared one day and nobody knew where he went. But Loams is up there. I got to put FaZe Rug. That's an S tier. You see what I'm saying? Clear S tier. Not just because he's the biggest FaZe member YouTube wise, but he also, you know, was one of the best trick shotters in FaZe, I think, when he was at his trick shotting peak. So that's another one we got to put up there. All right, let's keep the list moving. FaZe Flea. Listen, Flea, I love you. Flea won FaZe 5. I'm going to put him at D tier, though, because he's one of the people that won, deserved to join FaZe at the time, and then just, like, disappeared. You know, all do love, respect, Flea, but I got to put you at the D tier for sure. But you are a great dude, and I hope all is well. FaZe Slasher, A tier FaZe member, very important to the history of FaZe Clan. Without FaZe Slasher, none of us would be here. I was a massive fan of FaZe Slasher as a kid. So Shout out Slasher. He's up there. FaZe Jarvis, listen. I think Jarvis might be an S tier FaZe member. Now, my only issue with Jarvis is the Save the Kids thing. But I don't think that Jarvis, it was his fault. I think Jarvis was him and Tico were the least innocent. The most innocent out of all of them. I don't know the details. Kay and Nikon, I don't really know. I just, for whatever my brain is just telling me, from whatever I remember seeing when it all went down, Jarvis and Tico were kind of caught up in it. All of them I know got finessed to some degree by one of the guys. Anyways, I don't want to talk about Save the Kids. That's the only thing that's making me think is Jarvis S or A, but I got to put him in S. I think with just what he did in Fortnite and just him being a FaZe, him and K for like a decade, I got to put Jarvis in the S tier, 100%. Adapt, easy S tier, right away. Especially with my guy's recent Twitch explosion. Literal one of the GOATs of FaZe. He's in my top 5, if not top 3 FaZe members of all time. I told him that recently. I love you, Adapt. 100% S tier. No question about it. FaZe Benji, I'm going to put him at the B tier. I think Benji was a great trick shotter. He had a lot of 2 pieces, but again, he was just gone a little too early on. I see my guy Blue straight to the A tier. One of the best snipers of all time. One of the longest standing FaZe members of all time. Great kid. Love you, Blue. Blue actually, I think, S tier, man. I think Blue's an S tier. Blue's an S tier sniper. And just a great person. 100% S tier, actually. Seabass, A tier for me. Seabass is A tier. And a lot of people hate on Seabass. I'll put him in the A tier. Seabass was very important to FaZe's history. We had our ups and downs, Seabass, when I was a young kid. And even in the corporate, we all know what's happened the last few years, and Seabass got a lot of hate for it. Whether or not he deserved all of it, Seabass is an A tier FaZe member in my book. Okay? Who the hell is this? That's not a real FaZe member, right? No. Oh, he was an editor. Okay. Sorry. I mean, I'm sure he was a good editor, but why does his name not look familiar to me? Bro, I know my memory really is bad too, but if someone just doesn't look familiar to me, I think I gotta throw them in the F tier if I'm being fair. I'm sure he deserves at least E tier, but I'm gonna throw him in the F tier. Sorry. FaZe Pomage. S tier FaZe member. He left FaZe like 3 times, so we should put him like down here somewhere maybe. Maybe A tier. Nah, Pomage is S tier for sure. Prizzy is S tier. It's not even biased. Prizzy was one of the best trick shotters on every game. He had an amazing personality, amazing person. He didn't make many videos on his own channel. I think he could have been massive. No ninja meme intended, but I think Prizzy's for sure up there. He's one of the GOATs. 100%. S tier FaZe member in my books. FaZe Fakey. Listen, man. He's got to be S tier. He's got to be S tier. FaZe wouldn't be here without Fakey. Now, me and Fakey, I don't have any beef with Fakey, but I would say there are some moments where he wasn't the nicest to me. And I said at the beginning, it's comprehensive of, how they are as a person and everything. I think, though, he deserves to be in the S tier. Fakey is, without Fakey, none of us would be here. Oh, not just we're being real here. FaZe Gwit, S tier FaZe member. That's just not much to say. Gwit is a GOAT. Love you, Gwit. Sprat, I'll put him in the A tier. I know a lot of you are going to think he's an S tier FaZe member. I'm putting him in the A tier, though. Actually. Nah, dude. Sprat has to be an S tier FaZe member. What am I saying? Nah, that was an oversight on my end, brothers. That Sprat's an S tier for sure. Is this Methods? This is Methods. Methods is my GOAT, but I gotta put him next to Mbos. He's an Optic now. They're both an Optic now, but I'd love them. S tier humans, but FaZe, I'm gonna put him in the C tier. Oh, actually, yeah, I have to because they weren't here that long, but they were like the first MLG. The first team we had, like MLG Anaheim. I love these guys so much, man. But I have to be fair. Here. Okay. All right. FaZe Shift. I'll put him in the C tier. I was good friends with him early on, 2011, but Shift, I think you're a little bit of a bully. So we're gonna put you on the C tier. And he was a good trick shotter, but he wasn't like you know, he didn't like blow people's socks off. Linksy, I'll put him in the S tier for sure. Linksy's got to be in the S tier. Okay, this thing is getting a little messed up now. Let me try to make it fit now. Okay, Linksy's in the S tier 100%. That is my goat. You know he's got to be there. I'm going to move this a little bit. Okay. It's not going to look all beautiful, but like I said, I'm not editing this. I'm just doing this. Uh-oh. You guys are seeing the full list. I'm not going to do that entire list, by the way, because there's... Dude, okay, there you go. There's some FaZe members that you guys don't know. There's some people that aren't even FaZe members on this list, but we're going to keep going through it. Okay, Linksy's S tier for sure. Scissors, I'm putting S tier. I think Scissors was one of my favorite FaZe members of all time. Amazing person. I'm gonna move my face cam actually over here a little bit. Amazing person. What he did in Fortnite was just crazy as well. I'm putting Scissors in the S tier. Let's see. Scope. See, is this bias for me to put him in the S tier? If I'm putting Testy in the A tier, I think I gotta put Scope in the S tier because he's still kind of new. But Scope is one of my... I'm gonna say this, I'm sure, a few times, but Scope is one of my favorite FaZe members ever. Period. One of the best people I've ever met. He loves FaZe with all his heart. And he's one... Dude, no, I'm putting Scope. I don't care what anyone says. Scope's in the S tier. Best sniper in my eyes ever, too. I know Testy's up there. But Scope is like a great creator, great person. Dude, no. Scope is for sure S tier. Are we trolling? You guys cannot make me feel guilty before I even post the video. Scope's S tier. I don't care what anyone says. All right. Who else we got here? FaZe Dirty. That is an A tier for sure. One of the GOATs, one of the best snipers. You know, he won the original FaZe 5. Really good dude for sure. A tier. I'm gonna put FaZe Blaze right up there at the S tier, 100%. Not even anything to say. Same with FaZe Temper. Don't even ask about these two. Come on. Once again, keep in mind none of these. There's no order here. All that matters is they're in the category. There's no order here. Okay. They're up. They're both up there. Who else we got in here? We got FaZe Crafted, one of the best snipers ever. Put him in the A tier because he hit the closer for the FaZe 1 Miltage. And yeah, Crafted deserves to be in the A tier at the very least. Okay. Who else do we got? FaZe Doug Sensor Martin. I'm going to put him in the A tier. I think he's a very important figure in FaZe's history. So for sure putting him up at the A tier. Man, there's a lot of people on this list, man. And we're already 20 minutes in. Okay. Like I said, I don't think we're going to do everyone. Ramos, straight to the S tier. Let's not even think about it. 1,000,000,000% straight to the S tier. FaZe Swag, A tier. Swag will be an S tier member at some point for sure. But right now, we got to throw him at the A tier. Swag at the A tier. But, you know, Swag, you know I love you with all my heart. Let's see. Who else do we got here? I'm trying to squint. I got to squint here. FaZe Replays. Oh, man. A or S? I think S tier. Replays is he's one of the best trick shotters in the history of FaZe Clan. And then now he is a Fortnite, basically like semi-pro, if not pro. I got to throw him up there. FaZe Jev, get up there, Jev. Get up there, Jev, to the S tier. Jev's one of everyone's GOATs, right? One of the nicest people I've ever met, 100%. Mongrel, A tier. I think one of the best Fortnite players. Amazing Fortnite streamer, 100% up there. K, I'm putting you in the A tier. K, listen. Save the kids, man. That is the only thing that might bump him down from the S tier. Like I said for Jarvis. See, no, but then I can't. This is what's rough, man. K is one of the closest friends I had in FaZe for like a decade also. Man, when K was in London, especially I remember I visited once and he was like so hospitable, offering to put me in his house and everything. See, the thing is, though, like, K also went through so many different content. Dude, him and Jarvis, no, I gotta put him at S, man. Just the Save the Kids thing, man. It just hurt FaZe's brand so hard. So I don't know if I'm being biased, man. I think, though, he made so many... He was an amazing sniper. Then, you know, him and Jarvis, their Fortnite run. I don't know, man. I gotta put him in S. I can't put him in A. I gotta put him in S. We got Sensei. I put him as I gotta be fair, Sensei. B tier. S tier human for sure, probably the top of the list, you know, but content wise, he didn't really make. I gotta put out B tier if I'm being fair, although he's, you know, S tier in my eyes. Haz, I'm gonna put B tier. I think Haz is one of the best content creators that ever joined FaZe. He just didn't do it for too long. I think he could have easily been in the top 2 levels, but we're gonna put out B tier. Who else do we got here? We got See, some of these names I haven't seen in so long, man. So I'm gonna do like a rapid fire at the end with some of these names. Zymesy, A tier, one of the GOAT trick shotters, but he didn't do enough outside of just hitting clips to be in the S tier for me. It's my opinion. You guys can disagree. Carl, A tier as well. Dude, Carl, I don't know. Carl might be an S tier. I think Carl might be an S tier FaZe member. No, I think I gotta put Carl in the S tier. Carl did a lot, bro. I think him shooting his death on Twitch put him in the S tier for me as well. Shout out Carl. Carl's an S tier FaZe member for sure. FaZe Hugs, A tier. Very important trick shotter early days. He made amazing episodes, but he was gone very early on, man. Very early on. So I gotta put him in the A tier. Who else we got here? So there's some repeats I'm looking at. Okay. All right. I can't even see some of these people. FaZe Kitty. Got to put him in the A tier. Another him and Dirty, amazing snipers, longevity in FaZe, good people. Kitty's in SOAR now, but Kitty's up there, one of the best snipers in FaZe's history. We're gonna put him in the A tier. Oh god, this moron, straight to the F tier, straight to the F tier for this moron. Put myself in the F tier. I can't put myself in the S tier, man. I feel like that's just like, just weird. Throw myself in the S tier. Okay, who else we got? All right. FaZe Din. I'm gonna put him in the A tier. Only because a lot of people didn't even know he was a FaZe member. He was one of the best snipers in FaZe. Then I think he got kicked, not quit. He got kicked. Then he started a new channel, Buckethead Nation. And I made a video with him recently on my main channel. And a lot of comments were like, no way, Buckethead Nation was in FaZe. So just because people don't even realize, I'm going to put him in the A tier. But yeah. Zimmer, A tier. One of the best trick shotters. And he, I think he made his presence felt across YouTube. You know what I mean? How many people do we have? Okay, we still got a decent amount here. Who else we got? Let's see. We got Nikon. Nikon, put you in the A tier. One of my favorite people in FaZe's history, but content-wise, put him in the A tier. Got to put him in the A tier. And he joined as a thumbnail designer, though, which is insane. Shout out Nikon. We got FaZe Aqua. Aqua's an A tier. Aqua was like an amazing trick shotter and sniper. Like, he's very close to S tier just for skill, but he didn't do enough with his skill, in my opinion. So we'll put him in the A tier. Okay, Nick Merckx. I'm going to put Nick Merckx in the A tier. He recently left FaZe, but I think he was a very important figure in FaZe's history. Might be B tier, just because he wasn't super involved. Maybe B tier. I feel an A tier, but I feel like if I use the same logic that I used for some of these guys, it's not fair. I'm going to put him there for now, but he's like a very close A tier. Who else do we got here? Snoop Dogg. Straight to the F tier, Snoop Dogg. Straight to the F tier with me, Snoop Dogg with me. Strobe, I'm putting him in the B tier. He had a lot of potential. I can't even believe he joined FaZe. He was Adapt's best friend. They were kind of like memers and trolls, and then he joined FaZe, and he just didn't do enough with it, bro. He was at the FaZe house and stuff. Strobe, you should have been up here, man. But it's okay. Who else we got here? We are gonna do FaZe Hateful, B tier. He won FaZe 5, didn't do enough. FaZe Crazy, A tier, is one of the best snipers. Tico, there's my GOAT. Put him straight at the S tier. I love Tico so much, man. Tfue. As much as you guys think I'll put him low, I'll put him as an A tier FaZe member. He made a huge impact in Fortnite. It goes without saying. He sued us. That wasn't the most chill thing, but we're going to put him at the A tier. Who else we got here? FaZe Davey. I'm going to put him at the C tier. He's one of the best snipers, but he was a mean person. I was really close with him. I think he was super racist, if I'm being honest. I don't know, but I think that was the case. I think when he figured out my name was Yusuf, he blocked me and just stopped talking to me. Maybe he has a different story. And he, I don't know. I mean, I doubt he's going to see. He was older, and he's probably so old now and doesn't care. But he was low-key mean, but I was friends with him at the first, so it was chill. I didn't have to get the brunt of his anger and him being mean and being a hater. But he blocked me at one point, and I think it's because he might be racist. So I'm going to put the C tier. But I think as a sniper, he was very good. FaZe Rockstar, an A tier FaZe member. He won FaZe 5, an amazing sniper, and an amazing human. So shout out Rockstar. Where did it go? Put him at oh, there it is. Okay, yeah. Rockstar for sure. Put him up there. Who else we got here? FaZe Ruler. He won FaZe 1, man, which is crazy. I'm putting him at the B tier. I just don't think you did enough, Ruler. But you're one of the amazing snipers in FaZe's history, and you won FaZe 1, which that alone is an impressive achievement. All right, we have who else? FaZe Bobo. I'll put him at the B tier. He was a Tomahawk Trickshotter, but you know, I don't think he did enough. I just don't think he did enough. All right, but shout out to Bobo. Shout out to Bobo. All right, now I'm going to kind of start. Okay, we got Brawny, who a lot of you guys are going to think this is biased, but I'm putting Brawny as an A tier FaZe member. I think Brawny is one of the nicest people I've ever met. I think him joining FaZe was very impactful for the brand. I also think people are going to disagree with this, and this is just my opinion. I think he definitely deserved to join FaZe. Because obviously, like, who he is, right? There was a lot of celebrities being recruited at the time, but he is the best out of all of them, no question about it. Dude, he smacked me in Fortnite 1v1s. He's really good at Warzone. He was friends with everyone. He's a really chill kid. He was a kid when we met him. Now he's in the NBA. He's on the Lakers now, but like, really good dude. I think like he actually feels like a FaZe member more than any other quote unquote celebrity recruit. And he's probably one of the best gamers to touch a controller in FaZe, and I genuinely mean that. You guys think I'm glazing? I swear he's really good. So I'm putting Brawny up there. And if he really tried, I think he would be one of the top quote unquote gamers. So Brawny's an A FaZe member for me. Who's this? Scented? I think that's Scented, Fortnite guy. I'm gonna throw you in C, Scented, respectfully. If that's even you, I think that's him. I can't really see, but I can't zoom in because, anyways, okay. iPod and Jets, I'm putting them in B. They're some of my favorite FaZe members. They're twins, but again, they just didn't do enough. But I love you guys, iPod and Jets, and I hope you guys are both doing very well. FaZe Matter, B also, really good trickshotter, especially on Ghost. I remember. I think there was something about him faking clips. You guys let me know. I don't know if you guys remember, but I'm gonna put Matter at B. FaZe Vision, like he's a trickshotter, right? Once again, man. My memory is bad, but like, you should not. Is this even a real FaZe member? Am I crazy? I can't even find his name on YouTube. All right, maybe I just got. I don't know. No, there must be FaZe Vision. Maybe with a Z. Maybe that. No, there's a FaZe Vision. No, FaZe Viz. Yeah, see, there was a FaZe Viz. Again, a little bit, unfortunately, forgetful. So you're going to have to go to F, respectfully. FaZe Bazzi, I think an F also, unless I'm tripping. I know he won FaZe 5, but did he ever have another episode after FaZe 5? I don't think he ever had another episode. That's why I'm putting him in F. If I remember correctly. Oh, no. Oh, I'm sorry, Bazzi. No, I'm so sorry. I'm mixing Bazzi. Bazzi, I'm sorry. No, I'm tripping. I'm mixing him with... I can't remember his name right now. I'm going to find his name right now on this list maybe, and I'll let you know who I was talking about. FaZe Bazzi is an A trickshotter. He won FaZe 5. I'm tripping. He won FaZe 5, and he had a lot of episodes. Bazzi definitely is up there. FaZe Fatal A. He was an editor / trickshotter. He is the one that edited a lot of the early on ill cams. He was also in them. Got to put him on the list. Hold on, I got to zoom out because this list got bigger. So we're missing some of the tiers right now. All right, let me edit this. Let me edit this in full time, in real time. Okay, there you go. That's a little. Oh my god. Now it's a little. Hold on, guys. Whatever, man. It's like I'm streaming. Just pretend that this is edited. Okay, here we go. There you go. That fits everyone a little more, so you can still see everyone, right? All right, whatever, man. We're going with what we got here. I can move myself in a little bit. All right, I just can't see now. FaZe Heist, put him in the A tier. Heist is one of the best snipers to ever touch a controller. Then he went pro. No, I gotta put him S tier, bro. And he went pro on our MLG Anaheim. He was a pro player / sniper, the only one to ever do it. He has to be S tier for that fact alone. Who else we got here? FaZe Sully's. I'll put him at A tier. Really good trick shotter. Zergriz. I mean, I gotta put him B tier just because he's Zergriz, but he did nothing in FaZe. So FaZe Wally, a sniper that I mean that's probably a D tier, maybe even E tier. He's just very forgetful. FaZe Meek, I'll put him at D tier because I think he was kind of not a nice guy. Good editor. He edited a lot of good videos, but yeah. Does it say FaZe Ghazi? Is that Bazzi too? I can't even see at this point. It's so little. FaZe Marco, great trick shotter. I think he deserves to be at the B tier. Flushed, B tier, amazing trick shotter. FaZe Poco, put him at the C tier. Poco, I know he's a great sniper, but a lot of those snipers were just very boring to me, if I'm being honest. Brio, one FaZe 5. Great trick shotter, but never really did much after that. And then I'm going to start spamming. SLP is an A tier editor. Who is this? Oh, C-Dub. C-Dub's a D tier. Maybe even E tier. But I'll put him D tier for now. Okay, C-Dub is up there. I'm going to zoom in on this after. I can't even see, bro. Okay, I got to zoom in. I'm sorry. I can't even read these names now. So just give me a sec. This is getting hectic. But you know what? You guys are the ones that are like, do whatever you want. We don't care. So you can't care if it's bad quality right now because I'm not editing this. I'm uploading it straight. We're 30 minutes in. Brother, I can't. Okay, you know what? Let me open this in another tab and see who I'm missing because I can't even see. Okay, that didn't work. All right, man. Whatever, bro. I'm just zooming in. Let me just see. You guys can see with me. Thing is, I left out a lot of the newer guys and stuff because I just feel like I'm going to do that at the end. But let's see who's missing. He was missing. There you go. Okay. We got Eben, great trick shotter. Iced, B tier. Some of these are just Esky. Like you guys just didn't do enough. We already did quit. Who's that? Oh, FaZe Mosey. That's a Mosey, one of my best friends. But I gotta put him B tier. To be fair, he didn't really do enough. Is that all the OG guys? Nicarican, I'll put him C tier. I love you, Nicarican. Zazo, A tier, one of the GOAT trick shotters. Lowy, I'm gonna put you D tier. You had a lot of good sniping, but same with Force. I'm just Ninja C. I'm just gonna start throwing them. Lads, D. I'm sorry. We already did Bazzi. Macau. I'm sorry. E tier for Meerkat. Joss. Like a lot of these guys are really good, but it just can't be. I know you're a first Halo guy, but E tier. A lot of them just, they just didn't do enough. Neo, C tier. He won FaZe 5, but didn't do enough. High Sky, B tier. I mean, no disrespect to these. Now I'm just zooming through, so sorry I'm not really talking. Cheo, gotta throw him in the B tier just for being there at the times he was there. Enable, I love you, but C tier. Outcast, I already did Outcast. Drag, E tier. He's one of the OGs, but, he didn't do enough. Nate Hill, B tier. Dubs and Mega, I'm going to put them at A tier because they were in the Fortnite World Cup and they were like early on some of the best Fortnite pros that we had. Then we have my guy Attached, A tier. Zuma, A tier. Who else? The Nuke Squad, I'm going to put them in B tier with all the love and respect. We're going to put J Smooth and Santana. And then Space Lion, respectfully, C tier. Geomox, C tier, respectfully. They were early on Fortnite. And then Bizzle, same thing, C tier. Hoppin, I love you, Hoppin, but probably D tier. He just didn't really do much in FaZe. Who's this? FaZe Tito. Tito is I'll throw him in the C tier. I think that is okay. Rebirth, great trick shotter, B tier. FaZe Barker, I gotta put him in the F tier. If you know, you know. But he's one of the best editors that ever would join FaZe. FaZe DZ, however you say his name. He was very early on. I'll put him in the D tier. He was pretty important early on, but and then Mamps, one of the really good snipers. Destroying, I'll put him in the C tier. Great dude, but again, we didn't do much with him. It's not his fault. I think that is basically everyone other than the new guys. And for all of the new guys, I gotta put them right now in the A tier, just because they're still pretty new. So all the new guys going in the A tier. That is the list. I'm gonna move everyone because now we're already 35 minutes in. I said I wasn't gonna make this too long, but let me just make the list full screen. Let me take off my camera, and you guys let me know what you think of the list. There's our S tier. Now let me make it a little. Let me make it a little more zoomed in. Okay. Let me. I'm just. Here we go. Here's our S tier. Here's our A tier. Here's our B tier. Here's our C tier. Our D, E, and F. And there's a few people that I didn't put. Again, all the new guys I put in the A tier. Some other streamers and stuff. It's just like they were just in weird phases of FaZe where they're probably all around the B tier. Respectfully, all of them. But that's the list. I tried to just kind of rush it at the end because it's been so long. But hey, man, I wanted to try this out. You guys told me to just kind of post anything. So let's see how this does. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you're new. And there's my FaZe tier list. See you guys soon.